Okay, let's just jump right in. I mean, if you follow AI research, you know it feels like every single day there's this absolute tidal wave of new stuff coming out. One minute you're hearing about robots learning to actually walk around and navigate the real world. Then boom, you see AI that can create entire 3D models totally from scratch. And of course, there are always new diffusion models popping up, generating these jaw-droppingly realistic images. Heck, we're even seeing large language models that can help optimize things as complex as clinical trials. It's a total explosion of progress, and it's coming at us from all sides. So with all this focus on these massive, super powerful models, you gotta ask, is bigger really always better? It feels like this constant race, right? More parameters, more data, more and more computing power. But what if there's a different kind of revolution happening? Something a little quieter, but maybe just as important. And that's where this idea of on-device AI comes in. So what is it? Well, it's pretty much what it sounds like. Instead of all your data getting zapped over to some giant server farm in the cloud, the AI, the intelligence, it lives right there on your device, right in your hands. So you might be thinking, okay, cool, but why should I care? Well, this approach has some huge advantages. First up, privacy. Your data stays with you on your device, period. Then there's speed. Because there's no network lag, you get instant responses. It's also way more accessible, right? It works offline, anywhere, anytime. And on top of all that, it's just more efficient. We're talking lower costs and less energy consumption. It's a win-win-win-win. All right, so let's get into the specifics. Let's take a look at a really cool case study in small AI and see just how powerful these little guys can be. So meet Youtu-LLM. This model has just 1.96 billion parameters. Now, to put that in perspective, the giant models that are always making headlines, they have hundreds of billions, sometimes even trillions of parameters. So this is like a tiny fraction of the size. But here's the kicker. Despite being so small, it is absolutely packed with powerful features. It's specifically designed for on-device performance. It can handle a really big 128K context window, which is basically its short-term memory. And it's built with what they call native agent ability, meaning it's good at actually doing tasks. Plus, it's been optimized for things like STEM, coding, and research. Okay, so this is where it gets really interesting. Look at this coding benchmark. It's a tough one, called SWE bench. Now, you've got another model of a similar size, Qwen 3, scoring, well, less than 1%. And then you have Youtu-LLM, coming in at 17.7%. That's not just better, that is a massive leap. It's completely punching above its weight class. And really, this quote says it all. In general evaluations, Youtu-LLM significantly outperforms peers of similar size. This just perfectly illustrates the whole point, right? You don't always need to go bigger to get better results. Sometimes smarter is better. Okay, so we've talked about the model, the tech behind it, but what does this actually look like when you use it? How does it feel? Well, that brings us to an app called Youtu-Tip. Youtu-Tip is basically an AI assistant that lives on your desktop, powered by a model just like Youtu-LLM. And using it is super simple. You just select some text or even a region on your screen, hit a quick hotkey like Control-Shift, and boom, you get instant AI help right there. Now, of course, we've got to be realistic here. There are limits. Think of it like this. These on-device models are amazing for quick, simple tasks. You know, locating something visually or making a quick correction. But when you need to do really complex, multi-step reasoning, well, for that, you're still going to need the raw power of a giant cloud-based model. It's really about using the right tool for the right job. So this whole trend of smaller, more powerful AI, it's about way more than just convenience. It's a fundamental shift, putting truly capable technology directly into our hands in a way that's secure and super efficient. And that leaves us with this really fascinating question to chew on. What happens when every device has its own powerful private AI assistant? Imagine your phone, your laptop, maybe even your car having a personalized AI that gets you, that understands your world, without ever having to send your private data out into the cloud. What does that future actually look like?